my goodness.
All right, so check this out, guys. Before this video gets started, I do want to mention that we just restocked on our brand new Goon Squad hoodies. And since it's getting a little chilly out here, we decided to run a little sale for you guys. That way you can stay warm with these fire hoodies on these cool days and also help support your boys. So if you want to cop one of these, definitely be sure to visit goonzquad.com. But as of right now, let's get to the video. Might have noticed that thing right there, but don't show them too much there. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are here at the original Goon Squad garage. And as you guys seen for the past couple videos, we have been preparing some of our builds for sale. And we got a whole entire list of stuff for sale, but you know what? That is it. We're not selling anything else. We got you some good stuff on the market right there. So what you have seen is what you can get. What we're gonna move on to next is actually some stuff that we have that's unfinished, like this TRX right here, and also the Jeep that you purchased. We were actually gonna go to the shop to try to finish that sucker up or try to get more progress done, but it's gonna rain for like a couple hours here and it's just gonna be a little too sketchy out there. We're actually super excited to get back out there and get that thing completely knocked out. But you know what? As of right now, what we're gonna do is probably head up to the new Goon Squad headquarters and pick up the Jeep TJ, and we're gonna probably build that sucker down here. We got some sick stuff for that thing. We got those wheels, of course, that you seen in the previous video.
And we got a whole long arm lift kit and stuff like that from Rough Country. And I kind of pieced a few things together that way we can bring it here to the house. Right. And because over there, man, it's just, I need like a lift to put the lift kit on,
That's
dude.
right, and it's surprising what you've already managed to get done just at the house. You basically got that thing rebuilt like bone stock.
Yeah.
Now we just got to build it and make it sit tall and crawl, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir, you got that right.
But once we get it over here, we're gonna probably start with the Jeep, and then later on, I think we're gonna throw in our rear axle. That is right, we finally got our rear axle actually straightened out for 550 bucks.
Dude, that is just insane. It's perfectly straight, and for 500 bucks, man, that is just unheard of, dude.
That is insane, but you know what? We're gonna probably do that a little bit later. We could throw it in with this back control arm, but I just called the dealership and they said it's gonna be in a little bit later today, so we'll probably do that then. But as of right now, I say we go ahead and probably fire up one of the trucks, head up to the mountain with the trailer, and come back down here with the Jeep TJ. Alrighty guys, so we are finally back with this Jeep TJ right here, and if you guys don't remember, this thing was about halfway missing right here, and with just a couple front end parts, we got it looking back to OEM. And the good thing about these TJs is if the frame rails are not damaged, that's all you gotta do is just swap body panels,
dude,
man.
That's it, dude. The crazy thing is, these fenders basically hold the whole front end up, and the grill, which was probably the most expensive part, and this thing is ready for some paint, dude.
That's what I'm talking about, and we might even just go grab some rattle cans and just go crazy like this, dude.
Dang, dude, that's just the original Jeep way right there,
I'm
dude.
telling you, if you just do the helicopter method on it, it'll look camouflage and
get one of those
color.
turbo spray cans, dude. I seen people paint whole entire cars with them, dude.
Now, we'll probably actually give this thing a nice paint job. It'll be super quick to sand this down, and we'll let you guys pick the color. Maybe we'll even match the wheels that we got. That would look super good.
Dude, that would look super good. Or we can always go with the original maroon color. You never know. It kind of looks good, dude. I think
it's a little dull, but I mean, if it's not too bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not too bad.
What's more important than color, than looking good, is actually sitting good. We got
You
this
got that
whole
right.
entire long arm rough country lift kit that's just gonna make this thing just articulate like a spider on the trails, dude.
Like it's meant to be, dude.
I'm telling you. But right now, this thing actually does not run because I think there's some sort of issue with a vacuum line or something like that.
Yeah, I think it may be leaking or something like that. But, dude, Jeep owners don't care about running, dude. They care about looking good, dude.
That's right. If it sits pretty, who cares if it don't run? But
I know.
I think it should be something super simple. These Jeeps are so easy to work with. But what we're gonna do is actually go ahead and start with the lift kit. I think it should be an awesome thing to do right now, and we're gonna probably work on it outside in the rain right here, maybe some umbrellas, or even pop the tent out right here. It's not gonna be too bad. So I say we go ahead, probably bring in the quick jacks, lift this sucker up, crack open some of these boxes, and see if we can get this rough country kit installed. Guys, so check this out. We got ourselves a mess going here, but don't worry, this is a beautiful mess, so do not be afraid here. But you know what, we basically ripped out that front axle right there, took apart like a bunch of stuff, and also a bunch of rusty bolts and nuts and whatnot. And there was one that was seized up, but Pops had some cheat codes. He brought out his like ancient prehistoric tools right here, and he did some cheat codes. He went, and that sucker just popped out, dude.
I think it's split clean in half, so we may have to find a new bolt because that thing was seized up, man. If you don't see tools like that laying around a job, dude, you ain't doing something right, dude.
It was crazy what he did, but he got that knocked out. We will need a new bolt, but he'll find one in his stash.
He got like 100 boxes of bolts, dude.
I'm telling you, which is a good thing. Sometimes we want to get rid of all the stuff, but he holds on to it.
He collects all the bolts, and we end up going over there and finding stuff,
That's
dude.
right. But anyways, you know what? We got this whole entire long arm lift kit completely opened up. And I gotta say, this is absolutely beefy, dude.
Those things are nice, especially like the joints. Look at that, dude. That is
greasable, so you're not squeaking on the trails out there,
dude. You got a silent crawl, dude, all the time.
That is awesome. Of course, we got some shocks right there. We got some HD steering, some track bars. Everything is just HD, high definition, heavy duty, man.
Yes, sir. You got that right. But we are not even close to putting any of that on because right now we're cutting stuff off the frame, dude.
Look at this, man. We basically cut off the stock control arm location right here, and instead it's gonna go way back here where this skid plate. This is a track bar right here. Totally kidding. This right here is a drive shaft.
I mean, we're still a little bit, you know, we're trying to get back into it.
This thing, but we're slowly getting right back into the groove. I'll tell you what. But it is going to go way back here. It's going to branch off like this. It's going to look super cool.
Dude, the articulation of this beast is going to be insane, man.
I'm telling you, man. It's going to open up like an alligator mouth or something. But that's going to be pretty much it for the front end. We're about to jump to the rear end. Do the exact same thing. We got to cut off the brackets back there as well.
Drop the axle and everything, dude.
But while we were under here, we did notice something pretty crazy underneath that transmission. It looks like there's a whole entire pool of transmission fluid there. So I think that seal on the bottom plate just might be bad. It's just like slowly leaking out, but that's not normal. I'll tell you that right there.
I don't know if it's either the transmission or the transfer case because I didn't really look up under there, but it's coming from that plate and they're both up on top of it, dude.
Yeah, we'll fix that. That's no big deal. That's something that we're going to take care of later. Right now, I say we just keep on moving with this whole entire lift kit, jump to the back and destroy a few more things. cat come from right there, dude?
It's a mountain lion, not a cat, man.
I'm telling you, this is that cat that just disappears for a couple months, and he'll come back for a couple. I think he's got different owners.
Dude, he just runs around getting the best food. So I think he likes our food because right now he's staying, dude.
We always got the best food here. I don't know why he's
got the kibbles, dude.
But anyways, it is actually the next day here. Look at that. That's the old metal right there.
Dude,
look at that.
The old suspension is completely out. I mean, and we're looking at this stuff, and pretty much everything is shot. I mean, all these bushings on the control arms are completely like what do you call it? Dry rotted.
Worn out.
I mean, look at these, man. These things bent like toothpicks, dude. The springs are sprung. The shocks are shot. I mean, we're not only taking this off and making it safer for the road, we're upgrading it for the better. You know what I mean?
That is right. And also, that stock suspension, believe it or not, could actually do some pretty crazy stuff, dude.
With some good stock suspension and some good grippy tires, you can go through some awesome trails. I remember I had an old like Sahara Jeep. I think the same year, dude. That thing went everywhere, dude.
I had a buddy that knew a buddy that knew a guy that had a buddy that could do backflips on his Jeep on the
believe
trail.
it, man. But you know what? Right now we're gonna be crawling crazy because we're gonna have a complete long arm, and what we're gonna move on to next is actually the bracket that's gonna hold the long arms. The reason why we cut these brackets off, the original ones, is because these are gonna be shorter, making the arms longer. So we're gonna pop these suckers up in here. I think we got to drill like one hole through the frame here and one over there, and the same thing on that other side. Once we bolt these on, then we'll be able to start actually throwing on our long arms and stuff like that. And as for that leak, we went under there last night. It's actually coming from the transfer case. I think a seal busted inside of it, and there's a hole actually made for it to leak out whenever that happens. But we'll wait until our SYE kit comes in. We'll pop that off and replace everything. But for now, let's continue with this suspension and see how far we can get. Check that beef out right there, man.
Dude, that is awesome right there. That's our very first long arm that we ever threw on a Jeep, and it's been going smooth.
Dude, super smooth. Actually, really simple compared to some of the lift kits. I mean, that was super simple. I mean, you're basically working off one control arm, and the upper ones just connect to it. The springs are super easy. The shocks, the quick disconnect sway bar links right here. I mean, that's pretty much it for the front end. We did not throw the steering, HD steering on just yet because our steering gearbox is actually leaking. We got a brand new one. You just got to throw that sucker in along with the actual track bar. So we'll throw that in later because I think we're going to readjust everything whenever it's sitting on all fours because the axle may need to go left and right. And also these brake lines right here, which we got brand new braided ones. And that should be it, man. But right now we're mainly focused on getting this thing on all fours.
Yeah, I want to bring out those 35s that we have in the garage and set them up there because this thing looks like it's going to sit super tall, dude.
I mean, check that out. Obviously, it's going to go up a little bit once it's sitting on the actual tires and stuff like that. But, dude, for the most part, what is this, like a 6-inch lift or something like that?
I think so, either 5.5 or 6. But, dude, that means we're going to have some amazing flex. That's what you need, man.
Flex, and it's just going to sit perfectly, dude.
It's going to look super sick. So that's our goal, is to try to get this sucker sitting on all fours by the end of this video. So we're going to leave that front end alone for now. We're going to jump to the rear.
Yeah, jump to the rear. It's a little bit more different on the rear how these actual control arms bolt on. Instead of just working off of one, there's 2 bracket spots right here. So they're just going to go like that, and then springs, and then everything else. That should be pretty simple, dude.
Yeah, super simple. And I think we're going to get that knocked out a lot faster than the front end now that we got it all figured out, all back in the rhythm. We're getting back in the groove, dude.
Getting back, dude. Not even looking at some of the instructions feels pretty good. But you know what? I say we go ahead, hop on this rear end, see if we can put some stuff together and hopefully get it sitting on all fours.
goodness, dude.
Dude, I think we made ourselves a monster Jeep right here, dude.
Look how high this sucker sits. So we ended up knocking out the whole entire rear control arm setup there. Looking super sick. Everything is not torqued just yet.
Yeah, not torqued. Nothing is actually even, everything is hand tightened right now because we wanted to drop it down, and once we get our track bars installed and the steering, we're gonna adjust everything to the body of this Jeep, and this thing is gonna be just looking super fresh. But as of right now, dude, it's sitting on all fours with these 35-inch Maxxis tires and the 15-inch fuel wheels. Man, this is crazy. I think this is the first Jeep we ever lifted this high.
This is, usually we go about 4 inches. This right here is a whole entire like 6-inch lift, and I gotta say that's the best looking Jeep I've ever seen, dude, right there.
And I actually dig it with those wheel color and that kind of paint job right there. So who knows, man, that may be the way to go because that just looks super good. And dude, with the top off of this thing with the half doors, dude, it's a whole nother look, dude.
You pop off those half doors, just the half doors alone, and you're just chilling, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
With the heat on,
dude. Whatever, dude. This is like the perfect time for this Jeep right now, dude. It's like cool a little bit. You can go off-roading, but we are not done yet, man. We still got a lot more to go. We still got to install our track bars, our heavy-duty steering up front, and a few other things in the rear over here because this thing is just a swayer right now.
Yeah, this thing just sways like the ocean. But let's just hop underneath right here and give you guys a glimpse of this long arm, this rough country long arm system.
Dude,
absolutely a beauty, dude.
Rough Country killed it, dude. They knocked it out with this. I mean, they have the nice bends right here for high clearance, and this thing is probably gonna flex super crazy. Oh yeah, and to mention about flex, we got to install our braided brake lines and stuff like that, which we'll probably finish all that off in the next one and get this thing going, dude.
That is right. Look at the rear end right quick, man. That is looking super sweet. We might have to straight pipe it or adjust the exhaust a little bit because I think the shock is kind of touching somewhere.
Yeah, it's touching. I think somebody put like, trying to fix that exhaust. We may even get it like just straight pipe it or get like a boiler or something like that, make it sound good. Who knows? We'll figure that out later. Right now, we want this thing looking good, dude.
That's right, and we got it knocked out. We got our goals accomplished. The only thing that we didn't get done was that TRX rear axle because those control arms did not come in yet.
Did not come in, but once they come in, we're throwing that axle right up under there because that thing is going to be sweet, dude. Maybe even haul this Jeep to some trails with that
Moab.
truck. Dude, wherever, dude, with that
Sahara.
TRX. Where's the Sahara at?
That's across the ocean,
across
dude.
The ocean.
But you know what? Those control arms are probably somewhere on a cargo ship in the ocean. Who knows?
Who knows? Because they're on back order. Same stuff with our Camaro parts. They're all on back order. So we're waiting on everything we're trying to do. I mean, right now, most of this stuff is coming in for the Jeep. So we're hopping on this thing. It's going to make this thing a beauty, dude.
But that's pretty much it. We wanted to go ahead and just mention what we're selling and what we're not selling in this video as well. And this is definitely not for sale. This type of stuff right here is for fun.
It's for fun, for the
not
trails.
for sale.
Not for sale.
But that's going to be pretty much it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this Jeep that we kind of had to the side. Got it repaired a little bit off camera, but you know what? It is super epic now. Now we're doing the lift kit and kind of just going back to our roots. But you know what? We got some more epic stuff in the future here. You might have noticed that thing right there, but don't show them too much there. You guys are going to have to stay tuned. Make sure your post notifications are on. And also, if you want an inside scoop before YouTube, definitely give us a follow on Instagram at goonzquad. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Be sure to drop your comments and thoughts down below. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.